Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, Immortal Hulk, issue number 40, Immortal. In madness you dwell. So here's the thing. This issue is written by Al Ewing, the writer, Joe Bennett, the penciler, Roy Jose and Bellardino Brabo, the inks, Paul Mounts and Matt Mila, the colorists, and VC's Corey Petit, the letters. Alex Ross did the cover, and there's a couple of variant covers out there, including a Jeffrey Verege one. I'm saying, go check that one out. Jack Kirby and Stan Lee created the Immortal Hulk. Jack Kirby and Stan Lee created another character in here, but I don't want to give away any spoilers. That's why even though I did actually tell you what the name of this book is, I ain't telling you what the name of this book is again. So we start off with a little Victor Hugo with Les Miserables, and we're on board the Alpha Flight space station, and these mother fat heads are like, oh no, Walter Lankowski is waking up, but is it really him, or is it Doc Sasquatch instead of Doc Samskin? Samson. It's all just really weird. At the same time, I'm thinking about a gamma irradiated squash right now, and I don't know. Would that be tasty? Would I become Godzilla? Anyway, this comic book is just about as silly as all that, dude. But I'm loving it. It's great. We're actually solving mysteries in here because when Doc Samson comes back in Sasquatch's body, he doesn't remember how he necessarily got there. He can only speculate, but he does remember certain things from when he was alive recently, including Rick Jones actually being Samuel Stern. Now, they don't realize that he's also actually David Banner, or Brian Banner, excuse me, but, they're getting there, all right? These guys aren't Batman necessarily. They're just regular old blokes. They're just trying to not be killed by the leader. So I do like, however, how everybody's starting to figure this stuff out more and more. Joe Fixit is in charge of everything here. And when Henry Peter Gyrick shows up, the Bane of the Avengers, a big bad Bane of the X-Men, everywhere this guy goes, he's a total freaking jerk, right? Anyway, he he shows up and he's trying to talk some trash to the Hulk. It's always so funny when suits like this try and act like they're tough guys. And he's standing there in his little freaking wannabe power suit until he comes face to face with the ultimate power suit user, and that is Joe Fixit. Now, unfortunately, he's not the Gray Hulk when he does this, but it was still a pretty fun issue because at least we got a little bit of Joe. Um, I need some Gray Hulk though. I need some Gray Hulk bad. I saw the cover of this comic book, and I remember from last week, I'm just like, oh my god, it's gonna be Joe Fixit. Please, please, please let him actually be the freaking Gray Hulk soon. When he was landing, I was like, is he landing in Las Vegas? Unfortunately, he doesn't, but they do have somebody there waiting for him. Now, the big question is, who is it that's waiting for him who would love to throw down with the Hulk? Guys, I got, I'm saying, oh my God, I got so giddy when I saw this because like you can read it for the page, for the whole page, you're reading who it is, and it's like, oh, and they're barely showing him. And then when you get to the last page, it's like, ah! You're gonna go little girl squee when you see this dude. I'm just like, oh my god! So I'm really looking forward to this. Now, it's a little bit of mention of the last time that he fought him in the other comic book, and that I don't want that to be a thing, but because it was just so weak, it's so weak. Like, he swam out there really quick, and he knocked him out, broke his arm, and then he swam back really quick and truly comical. Like it's just goofy. It's goofy. Plus, I wasn't looking at my jaw when I was doing that, and I'm wondering how I looked. I'm telling you, man, I don't do drugs. I do, however, do comic books. This was a really fun comic book, dude. I'm so amped for what's about to come next. I hope because they're showing a conversation in a diner on the cover of the next issue. But you know what? This crap didn't happen in this comic book, so I'm hoping that crap doesn't happen in the next comic book. I want to fight. I want a straight up fisticuffs brawl, baby. Oh, especially like, if you're following Joe Bennett on Facebook, you see him drawing a bunch of things. He just throws up his sketches. He's just like, Yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of this one. Let me throw this up. That comic book doesn't come out for 3 months. F Marvel. And I'm sitting here looking at this. I'm just like, because I know that this is coming. I know that there's a reason why he's doing this stuff. And finally, 3 months of waiting for this. And here it is. Actually, maybe it was like 2.5 months. Bruh, you have to follow the right people on Facebook. Like, friends and family, the hell out of here with that weak crap. I want to follow I want to follow Joe Bennett, man. Anyway, guys, this was a really fun comic book. You know, say like you get to see the psychology and the psychological trauma that's weaving a web in between each other, and the strands are just everywhere, dude. It's like Spider-Man, but worse. This is fantastic. Go enjoy this comic book, bro. Oh my God, I can't wait for the next issue. I don't think I've had more anticipation for a next issue, which is bad because if there isn't actually a fight, if there isn't actually a badass fight, I'm gonna just be upset. You know what I'm saying? But we're due for some action. Every so often, just, oh, hey, here's a nice story, and there's a story, and a little twisty stuff, and some body armor thrown in there, and ooh, terrible stuff. Fight! It's about time for that fight. All right. I need whoever Liu Kang or whoever it is who says that stuff, just fight. I want to see a flawless victory. I'm out, guys. Like the video, watch an ad. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.